What's up, guys? Kirk here with Attack Gaming. We are with Rich from Obsidian Entertainment. We are taking a look at Armored Warfare, a tank warfare game, but I should let Rich speak more about what Armored Warfare is. So, Rich, Armored Warfare.
Absolutely. Thanks, Kirk. So Armored Warfare is Obsidian's next AAA title. It is a modern tactical shooter that revolves all about modern vehicles. So we're talking about vehicles all the way back to like the late 1950s, all the way to the latest and greatest military technology.
And how true to real life are the tanks?
We have put a ton of research into modeling these vehicles as accurately as possible. We have whole libraries full of books that we're going through to model these things. So we're going all the way down to the bolts that you see on the exterior of the vehicle, to the placement of the components of the vehicle internally. You know, like where's the engine at? Where do the crew members sit? Every aspect of the vehicle has been reproduced as accurately to real life as possible.
Yeah, when I did the demo, the gentleman that was showing me how to play, that one of the developers, it sounded like he was like an MBA in tanks. He was saying all this stuff. I was like, you really need to know all that just to develop the big game, but he loves tanks.
Yeah, we're very enthusiastic about the vehicles and about the type of gameplay. I mean, it's one of those things where if we weren't really hardcore about the genre, we wouldn't be making this game, but we really enjoy it.
Perfect. So tell us a little bit about some of like the game modes for Armored Warfare.
Yeah, absolutely. We have we're basically going to have team versus team, player versus player matches for the competitive side of the game. But for people who are more interested in cooperative type gameplay, we're also going to have these cooperative missions and scenarios that you can participate in with your friends.
Okay. So it's all multiplayer. There's no single player campaign?
Yeah, it's completely multiplayer. And we're not going to lock you into a fixed progression or anything like that. It's going to be very open to players to progress how they want.
Are there going to be a ton of tanks?
Yeah, there's going to be a ton of tanks. We're constantly adding to them in preparation for launch, and even after we launch, we want to keep adding to them. We're going to have tanks from nations all around the world right at launch. We're talking Germany, French, Italian, Russian, Chinese, American. In the long run, we'd love to have every vehicle that was ever built in the modern era for military vehicles. So any vehicle in the world, we'd love to have in the game eventually.
So other than tanks, what other sort of vehicles would there be?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's not just main battle tanks. We're also going to include armored fighting vehicles, recon vehicles, self-propelled guns or artillery pieces as well. And each of those vehicles is going to have its strengths and weaknesses in the game that affect how it impacts the gameplay.
Do you have a large roadmap? Like, we want to see this in a year from now, 2 years from now for the game?
Yeah, absolutely. Internally, we have a big plan for how we want to roll these vehicles out in the long run. So we have this map internally in one of our documents that shows here's the small subset of vehicles we have right now, which is still a pretty impressive number. Here's where we want to be in 2 years, and it's probably 3 times that number. So it's going to be a ton of vehicles.
And when can people start playing Armored Warfare?
We're looking at closed beta this year.
Okay. Just this year? There's a lot of year left.
Yeah, I don't have a more specific date than that. We definitely want to announce it as soon as we can.
And you're going to take a lot of feedback from players while they're playing a game. Obviously, that's what people do.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been with Obsidian for 10 years now, and I was actually involved a lot with the Neverwinter Nights 2 project, where I spent a lot of time with the community in forums, on IRC chats and things like that, and really looking at what do people want to see fixed in the game, what do they want to see changed. I'm looking forward to doing that all over again with Armored Warfare and really getting out there and working with the community and finding out what they enjoy or what they'd like to see changed.
Probably exciting to work on a new project, especially for being with Obsidian for so long.
Absolutely. I think this is a great opportunity for Obsidian. We're shooting for a very high-quality graphics game, and it's a new area for online multiplayer and PvP, but we've assembled a team with people that are very passionate about this very thing, and we have a lot of different people with backgrounds in it.
Do you plan on doing anything with esports?
I would love to get into esports. That won't be our focus right up front, but in the long run, I'm an avid fan of esports myself, and I'd love for our game to be in that area.
Cool. So speak to the camera, speak to our audience. What is your favorite part of Armored Warfare, and why should we play it?
I'm just really excited to show off these great-looking vehicles that have been accurately modeled for the modern world. And I really enjoy the competitive PvP. Internally, we play this game every day in large-scale PvP matches, and I'm really looking forward to being able to play that with the player base.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Kirk.
Thank you, of course.
Great for a party.
And magic.
And magic.
We've had to dare people to try it.